you doing on that computer back there, by the way, Harold? You're very...
The double life manager.
Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always on that thing.
It'd be funny if I came around the corner and he was playing like Tetris or something. Ridiculous.
Solitaire.
Shopping for like Banana Republic things at H&M.
I wish.
The other thing about this show, Rock and Roll Debauchery, is that the cast is ridiculously good looking. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to start off by saying that. I mean, their bodies are like so-so at best. So you guys are in this show. We've been talking about the show all day. And we even spoke to the choreographer. We spoke to Lane. We obviously spoke to these three. But there's no show without you. I mean, you guys are like sort of the heart and soul of all of it. What's the experience been like leading up to this Thursday's big debut?
Well, it's a lot of work, and we do a lot too. Like each one of us, we're all dancing, we're all singing, we're all acting, we're all involved in some way. You know, the props of the show or helping people get dressed. So it's hands-on. It's full on.
It's full on. You all came from shows before this, correct? You've been doing this. This is
Yes. Yeah.
I guess I just arrived in New York, so I'm fresh off the plane. I can't say fresh off the boat. That's what you say, right?
Right.
Yeah, just fresh off the plane. So
and where did you come from?
I've been living in Germany for 10 years.
Okay.
So yeah, and I've just come to New York. I've just moved. So this is my debut, and it's very exciting.
Get
to
out of
be
here.
With this amazing team of people in New York City. It's kind of like a dream come true. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. And how'd that work out? You came here to audition back in September?
Yes,
or?
actually. Do you want to tell the story?
I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
So Sarah actually was Cassie in the Hollywood Bowl of Chorus Line, and then we met in a dance class here in New York. And after Warren Carlisle's class at Steps, I was like, Sarah, you're amazing. What are you doing tonight? You want to come audition for this Rock and Roll Debauchery? So she came with me.
I was like, sure. I just had my dance.
They didn't know her, and
I didn't have any sheet music. I was like,
and she came and she got the job. Yeah.
Don't you love stories that go that way?
So cool.
Like this guy studied and obsessed and pined over the audition process for probably 27 days, and she stumbled and backwards did a somersault and she got the part. Like,
Exactly.
that's how it happens sometimes. Life is a funny way of making it work out. Sliding doors.
Yeah.
I always say sliding
I was
doors.
like, getting ready for the audition. I was taking a lot of dance classes
Yes.
from Lane because he teaches at BDC.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to get as prepared as I could. Thank goodness it worked out. But yeah,
he's amazing.
that's just what happens, you know, in this awesome city.
So what makes this show different? I know that most of the action doesn't only take place on the stage. You actually use the space around you.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a variety. Like I see it more of it like a variety show. It's kind of fun and it's interactive and it's spontaneous. There's a lot of our input in there, like what we want to do or what feels good for us.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, you can, you work with the choreographer and the directors and the producers and everybody, and you talk about what makes you special and what you can bring to the piece. And I think that's really cool. I think a lot of theater, especially Broadway theater or traditional theater, is very polished or organized or from the creative's point of view, and you're a vessel for their creativity.
Right.
Whereas I feel like here we are completely a part of this process, which then in turn, when the audience sees the show, it's going to be spontaneous. I think we're going to do 4 shows, and every single show will be a little bit different because we have the freedom to do what we want, within like a framework, obviously.
Right.
But we kind of have the freedom to sit on someone else's lap, or to not, or to hang from the ceilings, or whatever,
So it sounds like it's more of an experience than it is
And I think
a
what
two-dimensional show.
she said about how interactive it is, I think that's kind of the key thing that makes it so different. There's dialogue in the script where we just have time to just play, with the audience and get them involved and make them feel sexy. And, it's a blast.
So we're basically sitting. What are we on this? This is one stage, but you also use the space in front of us, right?
I guess this whole place is the stage, because we can be going anywhere. We're going to have audience members all throughout around us, and we're going to be in all of it, in the thick of it.
Does that make it more appealing of a show? Is it more intimidating to do it that way? Are there more things that can go wrong?
Well,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
guess.
But I think
But
that's
in a
what
way,
keeps
it
you on
makes
your
it more
toes.
exciting.
Yeah.
Because we never know what kind of show we're gonna have. We have a palette and an idea of certain things. Of course, the choreography is set, but the blocking and stuff is going to change based on the audience that's here and the interaction that we have with them.
Yeah.
So that's the exciting part, and absolutely intimidating. But we are going to make the most of it.
But a good challenge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's challenging because most of the time when you're a performer, a musical theatre performer, and we're all musical theatre, that's kind of our dream and our training.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of trained to do what you're told to do,
Right.
to do it perfectly.
Right.
So if somebody gives you a move, you do it to the best of your ability to perfect that show or to perfect that script, or word for word. I've done shows where I'll have a director tell me that I said and instead of if, or like, you know, like little like word. You have to be word perfect for what they want, especially you know, shows like a Disney show or something, which makes them so polished and so perfect and so successful. Whereas I love this because it's the complete opposite of that, which means you have to be a versatile performer, and I think it also, you have to have that kind of personality where you think, oh, whatever, I'm just going to do it and see what happens, and have that confidence, which makes it a little more scary, I guess.
But it also means that those three over there have trust in you, have full trust in you.
Absolutely.
That however you decide to put your thumbprint on it is going to be okay.
No,
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's a big responsibility to bear in a show like this.
Yeah, with a cast of how many? 7, 8?
Yeah, it's not even, it's very small.
Yeah.
So Lane, I was speaking with Lane, and he was sort of singing your praises on how quickly you were able to pick up everything, on how you were basically learning like a dance an hour, and he was sort of choreographing this on the go. How difficult was that? What was that process like?
We have a really great group of cast members. I mean, it's small, but it's mighty, and everyone actually picks up choreography really quickly. Like yesterday, we choreographed the final dance that the two of us do, like a pas de deux, and
Which is stupidly hot, by the way.
yeah, well, I won't give it away, but you have to come see it just for that. But, however, yeah, we learned it within an hour, and then we were doing it full out immediately. But I think that's also what makes this process even more exciting, because it is fast and furious, but it's keeping it fresh. We've all gotten really close really quickly, which is also really awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and everybody's so talented, you know, so they can all not only contribute to the process, but, you know, make it flow easier with how quickly they pick everything up, from the vocals to the dancing and the acting.
Because there's a lot of dancing.
There's a lot of dancing, yes.
It's like
hard.
production number
It takes a
after
task.
production number.
It takes a toll on you, no?
Oh, well.
Oh yeah,
Like,
my
I'm
knees
sore
are hurting,
from-
my
from
neck,
yesterday,
side of my
yeah.
neck. It's a lot of head whipping.
Yeah.
It's that kind of show.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Lane?
But you're smiling, so you're
Oh,
excited
I love
about
it. There's a
He
lot of
wishes-
shirtless moments.
Okay.
Come for
Just
that.
whip your hair. Whip your hair if you don't have any, go buy some.
There you go.
That's kind of the.
That's
Well,
kind
that's
of
a total lane thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So only you two basically knew each other before you came in, and then all of a sudden you're thrown into this pot and have to work together perfectly.
Yeah, there's some partnering with a girl that's not here right now named Shannon, who I just met through this, and we've become fast friends. And I think that's the great thing about theater in general. Cast just click, and you have to from the get-go because it's such a fast process usually.
And it's a small community as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
everyone's worked with someone who's worked with someone else.
Absolutely.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
Good, excellent.
How are you?
Come in closer.
Come in closer.
You smell really good.
Yeah, you smell great. Welcome to this party.
Thank you.
And who is joining us at this party?
I'm Adriana James.
Nice
And
to
this
meet
is
you.
my 4th time doing Rock and Roll Debauchery.
Awesome. So you know it pretty well.
Decently well. Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean,
what-
it's changed every time we've done it. It's been different. Like it's
Like, give me
always,
an example
it's
of one thing
constantly
that's
evolving.
changed.
The first time that we did it, it was part of we did it as part of an event. So it was part of something called Broadway the Hard Way, and so we had a bunch of different Broadway people involved and their bands, and it was a big, huge like Broadway celebration.
Yeah.
And then we did our own version of a freak show, which has been incorporated into this particular version as well. And then we did Burlesque Dreams in April, and that did so well that we're doing this version again.
Nice.
But this has been another version of that show. So it's constantly evolving, and the music has always stayed fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, the
Oh, yeah.
band rocks. It's amazing. You know, and the crowd loves it. So
Now, do you play girl?
no, I do not.
I only know two characters,
Right,
guy and
you're-
girl.
Guy and girl. No, I am one of the girls.
You're one of the girls.
Yeah.
I too am one of the girls.
Yes, yes, exactly.
And you guys are what? You guys are the you're,
I-
we're
The-
guys.
The guys.
Yeah, the
Okay.
guys.
I'm picking up on this.
Yeah.
I play a part called Queen,
Oh, okay.
so I'm the Queen. I'm Queen.
But
yeah.
it's like Queen.
It's Queen. Yeah, she's cool.
That's cool.
She's like the opposite of girl. You know?
She's kind of our villainess, if you will.
Really,
Yeah.
really, truly feel like I need to see the show to
You
fully
do.
understand and
You
come
do.
back
Yeah.
and re-interview.
That'd be
You do.
great. Yeah.
So you all have mentioned multiple times that you're so super close behind the scenes. Is this like movie sets and plays that we were on, and like you all end up dating by the time that?
Actually, all four of us are currently dating each other.
We're kind
all
of dating
four of us.
already.
Yeah.
We swing
Nice.
every way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know.
Just see the show, and you'll believe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we just all become close immediately because everyone really respects each other.
Yeah.
This is a very, very talented, very committed cast.
Okay.
And everybody's really good at their job, and we're lucky enough to have a cast that we can all really trust each other.
Right.
Everybody knows what they're doing. They're on top of their game. We're not worried about anybody. There's not one weak link in this cast, which is really, really special.
There's a level of professionalism that's just uncanny that I honestly have never seen before in a cast like this, and I think it's so crucial because we have such little time.
You get to work with someone like Lane, who, who's from what I have now learned, is one of the best in the business. What was that experience like? Because I'm sure along the way you work with a bunch of different choreographers, different shows.
He's been amazing because it is
Super intense, crazy, wild energy guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But also so stupidly talented. Like,
Right.
And
Very prepared and
Very prepared.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing about him, I would say, is he's so prepared, which made this process
Yes.
much more smooth because it's so quick. He constantly came in, and we were able to get big numbers done in an hour, like we talked about, because he knew exactly what he wanted, and we were able just to trust him and just throw ourselves into it. So.
And if anyone has any questions at all, he's just right there. Like, we'll give people special attention if anybody has any issues or whatever.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. to work with.
Style-wise-
and he's the sweetest guy in the world.
Okay.
Style-wise, it's been amazingly fun to discover his style because he does come from a whole different world than a lot of New York musical theater choreographers. Because his background, is TV and film, so it's been fun because this show lends itself to the more commercial style anyway.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome, I feel, to explore that and discover that. So I love that about Lane as well.
We also, this particular project allows us to have individuality. It's not about like being so precise that it's not like Radio City where it's like everything is so
Right.
that he's a stickler for detail in that way because
Right.
because these characters are all individuals and he wants that individuality. So it's not like he's they're saying like make sure that your arm is right here or right here.
Yes.
Like it's fine because
Yes.
everybody's got their own through line. Everybody's got their own story to tell, and he
Right.
wants us to be a little different, which is great with this cast too because everyone is so ridiculously talented. That works out well because everybody's a star of the show.
Yeah.
Everybody here is a great singer, great dancer, great actor, great presence. Like, it's uncanny, honestly.
If I asked all four of you what the favorite part of the show is, the coolest number, or the move, or whatever it is, would you all have the same answer?
No, I don't think so.
We wouldn't, but like we definitely have the same answer because
We have the same answer.
Obviously, you guys make out in some capacity.
What do you
There's a
mean?
lot
How do you
of
know?
hinting at it. I'm
Well-
just picking up on.
that doesn't happen. But I don't ever dance with a guy, and so in this kind of dance how to do that we do, it's a two-man dance is just a whole nother thing that you can.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
usually partner the girls in my career that I've so far. So in this version, I'm not the girl, but I do sort of the. I get lifted. I'm partnered, and so
How
that.
badly do I want to see you guys dance?
No, you want to come for
You do,
that
you do.
dance. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's-
Yeah, so it's been a challenge in an amazing way to learn how to be the partner in a different way. You know what I mean?
No,
That's my favorite part.
I love it. I love it. I love
I
it.
think that's a lot of our favorite part to watch too.
Yeah.
It's just so cool to see.
Is there like a backstage, or you sort of once the show starts, you're in the show?
You're pretty much in the show. What we've done in the past, we close off this bar area, and so that's kind of our backstage. So that's our dressing room. This venue is it's not set up to have like a changing area and all that. So
Right.
we just kind of make one over there, which works perfectly. And everybody is really good about just finding where they're supposed to exit and finding where they're supposed to be and just
Yeah.
making it work in the space.
Yeah.
Are you able to, as the show's going on, any show sort of take in the audience's reaction to things, and will you be able to do that on Thursday night? To just sort of like I would imagine some of you are anxious to see how the audience is going to react.
I mean, this show even more because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you always take in. I've been on stage for many years, and I won't say how many. I always take in the audience. It's one of my favorite things. You know, I think some people blend it out, even when you do a fourth wall production. Some people kind of are so in the moment that they can't take it in, but I always do.
Yeah.
Or I'll
Because we
always
feed off of it.
You do.
Yeah, we feed off of
energy's
their energy.
out.
We share
Right.
I always tell my mom, I'm like, I saw you. She's like, how did you find me? I was
Right,
in
right.
the 16th row. I'm like, I could see you. I could hear you
know
laugh. I know
exactly
exactly. And, you know, you find, and I love that. And I think we're in the audience.
Yeah.
So that's
You are
awesome.
basically sort of the
Yeah.
audience
Yeah.
at some points.
And a lot of our stuff is based off of how we play off of their reactions
Yeah,
too.
right.
You know, we're just again right in the thick of it.
Is it safe to assume you are now wearing about 16 times more clothes than
Absolutely.
you'll be wearing during the show?
Oh,
Most
yeah.
likely, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I picked that button up.
Overdressed.
Yeah.
Picked up on
You're
that.
way overdressed.
Way
Way
overdressed.
Way. I mean, if that's not incentive to come see the show, that this strapping cup of hot tea is way overdressed, I don't know what is.
He may
thank
not
you.
wear a shirt the whole time. He may not.
May or may not. You
May or may
gotta
not.
come and find out.
Find out.
Yeah.
You are the spitting like image and voice and all of like a Julie Andrews. Like, do people tell you that all the time?
Really?
Oh, you have this lovely, like, beautiful, like, I don't know if sing-songy is the right word, but it's just the way
Oh.
that
This
the rhythm
glow
of
about
your.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Julie.
You probably know her. That's amazing. So,
Didn't we have somebody on who knew Juliet was there?
who knew Julie Andrews? I don't know. Did we?
We had like, I feel like
Julia
almost,
Andrews,
not
Max.
Bianca or Courtney, one of
I thought
them.
you'd say Beyonce. I'm like, Beyonce did not know Julie Andrews. Also, Beyonce was not on our show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We haven't
I
asked
met
her
Julie
yet.
once,
Get it.
to be honest.
Julie or Beyonce?
Yeah, I was working at Goodspeed, and she was up there doing Mouseicle. They were workshopping this new musical of a children's
wrote it,
book,
yes.
and she was there. So she's amazing.
Is she?
Yeah, she's so sweet.
Nice.
She
Yeah.
just directed a show in Australia.
She did.
Yeah, My Fair
with
Lady.
Chris
Yeah.
Kelly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Richard My Fair Lady, which she
That's what's so
originated.
My brother went into audition for it, and he said he was standing there. He's like, I'm auditioning for Julie Andrews. This is so weird. And
Was she there? at the
She was
audition?
there, and
Oh, wow.
he'd just done. It was for the Australian Opera, and my brother's also a performer in Australia. He'd just done.
I hope so. Otherwise,
Your life is
wrong.
long.
No, he had just done South Pacific with the opera company, and the director of the opera company was sitting there, and they loved Blake, and they were like, Blake, so can you sing Younger Than Springtime, which is not what he prepared. And he'd just finished the show. He was like, yeah, of course. So the accompanist started playing, and he was like, I couldn't remember the words. I had to start, I couldn't do it because I was so nervous that I was standing in front of Julie Andrews,
Right.
who's one of my heroes,
Right.
and I completely froze. Isn't that crazy? He was like, just so starstruck.
What was
I was
She's
one.
singing a Rodgers and Hammerstein
song.
song.
He was like, I've
Julie
been
Andrews.
saying it like 8 times a week for the past 8 months, and I can't remember the words.
She has that ability. That's how.
Yes.
That's what happened to me. Real quick, I'm a big Barry Manilow fan. Just throwing it out there. Huge. I know all his music. He came on the Today Show once. We did a funny thing. It was called Jenna Stalks Barry Manilow. I stalked him. I ran all around him. Anyway, at the very end, he comes out, and he was so sweet. He's like, "Let's sing a song together. What do you want to sing?" I'm like, "Anything in the world. Like, I can sing anything." He's like, "Pick one." I'm like, "Okay, I'll pick the one that I know every note." I was like, one voice. He's like, "Let's go." And I'm like, nothing. Literally, the song starts with the words "one voice," and I was like, "Let's sing one voice." He's like, "You start." I was like, 7? Is it 7? Is it 7? Is the number 7? Blanked. So anyway, how tough were auditions for this? What did you have to do for this? Can I ask?
We danced to Call Me by Blondie, which I love that song.
Did you know it was going to be that when you went in?
I did not, and I'm obsessed with 80s music,
So you were on fire.
I was on fire.
Perfect.
And,
So literally, you walk in and they're like, "Okay, just here's music, just dance."
oh no, Lane taught choreography.
Combination, yeah.
And the audition
okay.
actually took place across the way here in this same building. And it was funny because I've never had an audition where, like, on the other side of the window were people dining, so we kind of had an audience.
That's fantastic.
Which was awesome because
Yeah.
it gave us a glimpse of what this show really is.
Oh, yeah.
And I think by the end of it, he was there. Our shirts were off, and
yeah,
we were just going for it.
All right, you guys. You can only say his shirt was off and we were just going for it so many times. I'm coming Thursday, 100%. You guys want to come hang out with me, hang out with these guys? Think of this without a shirt, if that's your thing. Think of these two with very little
Without a
shirt
shirt.
on.
Oh, sorry.
Without.
Oh, you guys have shirts on?
If that's the thing.
We'll be wearing something, not
Okay.
shirts per se.
And I will be here as well, taking all of this. I'm so excited. Get it ready. Get it ready. Come on, Brian, get it ready. I don't want to be like, oh, sorry, there's no seats for you, but you could sit sort of in the third restroom from the left. Like, I want to be able to see what's happening.
You got a table. We'll put you in the hot
She was
seat.
in it. You got a table.
You'll be in the hot seat.
Wait,
She
what?
can be in the hot
Give me a
seat.
There's
good
a hot
idea
seat.
of what to wear at a show like this.
You look great.
Be
right now.
sexy. Be fabulous. Feel good. Have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look great.
Heels.
Yep.
You gotta want to put some heels on.
You want to put some heels on?
Okay. All right, everybody settle down with the heels, okay? I had heels on. I didn't know what was happening today. I went flat. It's really exciting, you guys.
Yeah,
It's really exciting. You're a couple days before the show. You do what do they call a stumble run tonight, dress rehearsal tomorrow, and then you're off and running.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Running.
It's
Yep.
really, really cool.
6, 7, 8.
We're still working on stuff, but I'm not worried at all.
Honestly,
This
I'm not
cast is
worried either.
so on it. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about a thing.
I think that's really great.
It's more of like an excitement energy of like,
Yeah.
hey, this is gonna happen. We're gonna make this happen. We're all in it together.
I love behind the scenes stuff. So, is there a part? I mean, I know you guys have nailed the whole thing. Is there one part that you need to practice a little bit more, just so I can look out for it on Thursday? Like, oh, that's the part they had a problem with, or they thought they
Well, I haven't finished my number.
really.
Not really.
No.
Which
We're
one,
gonna work on that
Chris?
today. We're working on that today.
Talk about
We're gonna
it.
work on it. That's all right. I don't mind.
You know.
And what about you guys?
For me, I
let me
think-
guess. The make-out, non-make-out scene.
Oh no, we're golden.
Yeah, we're going.
We all know. Learning yesterday. By the way, learning yesterday.
Really?
And golden.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
And you're
golden.
just sitting down, and I could imagine just the way you're sitting that you're an amazing dancer, and I just could see that.
Thank you. There's a forward walk over. There's some things.
It's a lot.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. I could do back handspring, so maybe.
Oh, hey.
We need to have fun.
Awesome.
By the way, I can't.
Can or cannot?
Cannot.
No
I can't
doubt.
even spell.
I
can do other
things.
things.
So endearing. So endearing.
There's some awesome audience participation moments, which I think are really exciting. That the
Yeah?
audience will look forward to.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah,
You should
we
be
get to
looking forward to
bring
that
it
if I
in.
see you out in the audience.
Slash, you should. We're gonna pick you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get ready for
Slash.
that.
Slash. I love it. He's like, so I have shoulders. Slash, we're gonna pick you.
There's audience, but she's picked.
Awesome. All right, that's really, really cool. I'm excited. I'm super excited. So you guys, it's Rock and Roll Debauchery. They are debuting in New York City Thursday night at 42 West. It's a theater. They get to take their clothes off for the most part. They are fun and sexy, and there's audience participation, and there's going to be tons of music and great fun. I will be here Thursday. It took 4 straight hours of convincing, and then he's like, you should come. I'm like, okay.
I'll be here too.
Well, when you see that,
I'll periscope it.
I think it's hard not to say okay.
I have no doubt that shirt on or off, I'm going to be like, okay.
Come on, you know you want to.
Are you blushing? Are you blushing?
Am I blushing a
A little bit.
I mean,
I mean, you're more than welcome to show us a number.
Yeah, show us something.
you want me to? I mean, we could.
Do something.
Or just take your shirt off.
Let's do that.
Just take your shirt
You guys
off.
want me to take my shirt off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Take the shirt off.
Do something.
Or
Do-
you
do a
boys,
number.
or you boys dance.
A
you wanna
number.
do,
I don't think it's last
Oh, whatever. You guys do. We have time.
Slide
We have
around, show
time.
the number. You want to do our little thing, the very opening party?
Do you?
Yes.
No. He's not gonna give it away.
It's a show house.
What's not a secret that he can do as a tease, a nice tease?
But you can rip that
Just
open.
that. Just that. Rip it.
Rip.
Yeah, do
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, baby. I love it.
Not
Not
bad.
bad.
So that's
There's a lot of
basically going to be that for 2 hours.
Not too bad.
That's not bad. It's not bad. He did it really well.
And he speaks Spanish.
I do speak Spanish.
I thought that was French. It's not.
I speak a little bit of French, but I think it's more Italian. But I have friends that are French. so
I have
well,
tons
also.
of French Pascals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I grew up in a French-speaking country, so I.
Parlez-vous français?
Ouais, si peu. Toi aussi?
Ouais, un petit peu. Comment ça va?
C'est à ton part. Tout va bien. Tout va bien. Ouais.
Très bien, très bien.
Hello.
Hello.
Comment?
Nous pouvons parler français ensemble.
Ah ben, d'accord.
Oui.
Très bien.
Can you get closer to Pascal?
I mean, could I be any closer?
Yes,
Let's
you
be
can.
close.
You want to
I need
sit on
it.
my lap? I'm kidding.
It's
Oh,
Rock
let's
and Roll
take a great
Debauchery. There's
picture.
a lot of lap sitting.
There's a lot of
There's a
laughs
lot
in
of
it.
laps.
That's fine.
2, 3.
Awesome.
I'll be here also.
Okay,
Smile.
Nice. This is fun, you guys.
It
I'm
is.
really excited about it.
You know what? I think we should try and get those umbrellas. You want to show how they're used up on the stage?
Sure. The
I'm going
umbrella.
to show the umbrellas.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
like the up. Yeah, let's do it from the up down.
Show me something.
We'll show you some umbrellas.
Well, you go
Boys
give
are
them
not.
a taste of what
That's all. That's what I'm looking for. Let's have some fun.
Exactly.
Like, what's something that we're all in?
Really dressed for this umbrella.
Connor,
That's okay.
when you get these, I'm going to do the video.
Came from the gym. That's why you look so good. What up, What are you doing?
What gym?
Okay, so this.
Well, I work for myself, so I train out of a gym in Flatiron.
Nice.
Where
Where?
I train Philly Body.
I'm always at the fitting room.
Oh, across the street.
Yeah.
Literally across the street. Nice. All right. I mean, obviously, I can tell you're in awesome shape.
So are you.
Well, thank you.
Let's do it right now. Push-ups right now.
Well, there's a part of our show where Adrian, it's the freak show part of within our show, and Adrian's character is called, she's Wonder Woman.
Like Wonder Girl. I
Wonder
guess.
Girl,
What do you
Wonder
call it?
Girl,
Instead of calling
and
it
she
Wonder Woman.
pops down and does these push-ups. It's awesome. It's
How many push-ups?
Show us.
No, I'm just
Show us push-up.
no, I just like it's nothing.
Introduce
It's nothing
yourself. Let's do some girl.
specialist. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh,
Bam. Bam. Hot, hot.
You know,
that's awesome.
like you can do that. No question.
Yeah, but
She's
I
strong.
don't,
Look at those arms.
I don't have the hair and the makeup all done up, so
It's different. It's a little
I'm
different.
admitting my bunch
But
different.
it's nice. At least I get to just like flex
Get up
it.
there. They'll show you how to. They'll
Oh,
show
no,
you some
no,
umbrella
no.
choreo.
No, you want to?
I want to see what it looks like the correct way
So
first.
I'll show you the, it's so simple. So this number, these parasols are used, believe it or not, in Motley Crue's Girls, Girls, Girls. You wouldn't think to pair parasols with Motley Crue, but for some reason.
I wouldn't even think to call them parasols.
Parasol.
It's a parasol.
Parasol.
Yeah.
Sorry. Parasol.
All right.
Thank you, Brian. That's why Brian's here. Right. So in this moment, the girls, there's 4 female dancers, and they're dancing with the parasol. And they come up stage, and we'll show just from where they pop up on stage. So you just can imagine that there's 4 girls, and they pop their umbrellas open. And I think, are you up or down?
Up.
Up, and you're down. Oh, perfect. Good. So you can see this little twirly twirly section. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Booty dip. Booty dip. Then change. That's okay. Let's go from that. Let's go from. Like go from.
And that's why it's still rehearsal.
That's what they're not going to do.
Yeah.
You're working out.
It's nice.
This is called the ball change. And 1, 2, 3,
Oh my God.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Twirly, 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 twirly. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they just end in a cute little tableau.
Wow! Ouch!
Tableau, yeah.
Tell us that.
Twirly, twirly, spinny world tableau.
I love it, guys.
It's a cute slash raunchy number, all at the same time.
And nothing is ever really cute and raunchy at the same time. So
So how are you making that happen?
I'm applauding before I even know what's really going to be happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sex appeal oozing from your parasols. Just so you know.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Parasol.
A sentence I've never said before.
No.
Nor will I probably ever say again.
I don't think they made these thinking they had sex appeal.
Right? Molly Crew probably used him thinking there was going to be some sex appeal to it.
Yeah, so we try to.
Do you help choreograph the show?
No, well, Lane is our choreographer, but this number happens to be inspired from before Lane came on board. We had a different choreographer who's still part of our family. Everybody that's in our show is part of the family. Sheena DiMario. And when Sheena choreographed the show, she actually was here when we did Freak Show that Harold told you about earlier. So Sheena choreographed Freak Show, and we happened to love this Freak Show moment so much that we put it back. And we actually spoke, I mean, we talk openly with everybody. We were like, hey, Lane, how would you feel if you are choreographer for the show, but we bring back this little section of Freak Show and implement it in our show, but still pay homage to Sheena and sort of just give a nod to what she had put forth before. And he was like, great, I love it. Like, this is just kind of how we work. We're all, everybody does
The
their
numbers
thing.
because the numbers were already choreographed and we were going to use the songs again. So Angel and I still remembered pretty much the general, what
Yes.
we did before, and we have it on video, so we were able to recreate it, and she was
Nice.
totally fine with that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you have a number that the guys are in as well? With them?
totally.
Be some rock and roll star?
Rock and roll star?
Yeah, sure. You guys want to show?
We just do it on here.
That's a rock and roll star.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do y'all want to put on some music too?
Yeah, we can do that. Do you want to see a different background as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
Look, the more you show us, the more
Yeah.
incentive people will have to
I can put
come.
some shoes on.
Angel, by the way, I'm
Put on
just
a
stretching.
heel.
I'm just
So that was
stretching.
Oh, you're not going to go for it?
I'm not doing
Why
that.
not?
This is, I went.
Does it mind?
Are you joking?
Do you
Absolutely.
mind what?
Heel tones. We're gonna throw our shoes on.
I was going to throw our shoes on because I can't do it.
You never asked to put on heels.
That's the hot one in the layout.
Yeah, they actually
Get ready.
want to be in heels. It's crazy.
We're gonna come.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Get it.
Look at that.
Oh!
She's going to knock the camera.
I saw the camera, I was like,
Wait for my one-handed pull-up.
I'm ready.
Get it. Get it. Get it.
I'm going to turn.
You can do it. Yes.
hey!
My influence was Demi Moore from, what was that?
When she,
G.I.
G.I.
Jane.
Jane.
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane.
She was like in her cell.
That was great.
She was.
That was like a really great girl power movie.
Fantastic.
Big time. Before fitness was such a
I know.
thing.
Before it was sexy.
Right.
We try again. Harrison.
Very sick.
People you want to work out. I mean, you want to dance.
Well, we've gotten used to it. That's how you do it. You sort of, but it's part of the.
And the more feel to be able to do everything in flats and sneakers every day.
Oh no. High heels.
Oh my God.
You guys can do your part right here.
We can.
Not the boys section, but the boy and girl.
Okay.
Yeah, just cut out before.
Do you need this board still for the next couple minutes, you think?
No, we can go with it.
Yeah, just good.
Sorry, I'm like in my own little world, like looking at the emails that are coming in.
Yes, yeah, I think I'm leaving it down. This is Jacob, by the way. Brian talked about him in the interview.
Hi, how are you? Jennifer. Very nice to meet you. Awesome.
Alright guys, are you ready to show?
You got it.
All right, come on up.
So cute. So cute.
We're on the stage doing this. Not having.
Well, the cameras are, honey.
Oh yeah, we have the whole background.
So we'll just.
So this never was choreographed by the Lane Knacker, and it's fantastic. So,
Filling holes and stuff.
and it's one of the openings. Music, please. Maestro. Right? I think right. Oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Well, tell someone to tell the song.
Yeah, what's happening?
The song without
Who
me.
sings this song originally?
This is.
Actually, don't know.
Probably by Manilow.
Who
something.
sings
So
John
this is
Star?
an Oasis song.
This is
Rock and
Oasis.
Roll
Oasis.
Star.
Okay.
And in the show, you meet our rock and roll star.
Better get that.
Rock and roll star. And he is basically, he's a glam rocker. And this is like the final number of his show. And this is all the beginning of the show. We're starting to meet all the different players and people all within the show. So this is like this piece of one of our songs called Rock and Roll Star.
Yeah, where should we end
And
it?
this is all the magic on stage. And brought them.
No, we should end
Doing this.
coming through.
All right, we're
Guys,
in.
so
Just
now
wait till they cut us off.
Just do it.
Do the whole thing.
Live
Do it.
process.
Do it.
In the moment. If they mess up, they just keep going.
Keep going.
I will have no idea if you messed up. walked in, I would have to quickly change the channel. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Wow, you guys are so sexy. That's awesome, you guys.
We're going for sexy. Good.
Good.
We have a good eye for talent. I'm just saying, we do. We have a good eye for bringing people together.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, right.
Are you guys happy with their work?
Yes, we love it. Yeah, we love it. And it, I mean, can you imagine? There's more dancers, singers, the live band, the
Aerials.
costumes, the lighting. I mean, there's 500 more elements added to this.
And our band is pretty amazing too. You know, our guitarist is part of the Dan band. Our drummer, who's also our music supervisor, his name's Ron Negro. He's not only played with Rock of Ages, but he also did like The Great Comet that was off Broadway. He's Powderfinger. Hal Selzer, who is actually Joan Jett in the Black. Is it Joan Jett in the Black Hearts?
Joan Jett and the
I think it's Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual basis for Joan Jett.
It's actually Joan Jett and the Black Hearts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
yeah.
It's just been so long we didn't.
Yeah.
It's also the Beatles.
Yeah, Hal Seltzer is her bassist. We have Tony Perrone, who's played with every big band. He's our keyboardist for the night. So the band is the real deal.
Yeah.
The singers are the real deal. The dancers are the real deal. And all that combined makes this one hell of a night. And it's really
Sorry.
I would
amazingly entertaining night.
I would also imagine, I mean, you must be in incredible shape. If there's only a handful, 10 of you in the whole show and you're going the whole time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you just...
There's 9 cast members. Yeah.
Wait, Jenny, you're asking if they're in good shape?
I know, but
You work with me.
I know.
Well, I'm weird enough. We actually have 2. I have 2 large, delicious pizzas on their way here right now.
Oh, we're not allowed to eat that on the Jenna Wolf show.
No. 27 days.
Another 27 more
If
days.
you hold that pizza for 27 more days, then I can have
See, my audition of losing 35 pounds wasn't enough for Jenna.
I know, now we went even further.
I'm gonna have to hear more about
Oh,
this.
Lance.
Yeah.
Yes.
30 days. 30 days, no dairy, no grains, no alcohol, no sugar.
Get it, girl.
Wow.
You're gonna be shredded.
I am. I will be.
Yeah.
30 days.
Totally.
That's it.
Worth it.
Yeah,
It is worth it.
It is.
And then these 30-minute, like, crazy AMRAPs every morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's a what wrap?
Like as many rounds
As
as
many rounds as
possible. I
possible.
give you
Yeah.
like 3 different sets of 3 or 4 exercises, and you do like back to back to back AMRAPs.
Yeah, I just hit golf balls.
And he hits golf balls. Well, he'll end up losing more weight. It's like guys like
Superman.
moving
Yeah.
tricks,
Superman.
you know.
Yeah.
Like the guy that loses 10 pounds because he stopped going to McDonald's. Meanwhile, I'm like, must only eat lettuce, and I'm like,
Right. They cut out soda and lose 50 pounds.
that's it. You know, that's what I would say. This is super, super exciting, super fun. Thursday night's going to be incredible. I'm really, really excited for you guys, but also the fact that you let us come in and share a fairly intimate process, because I think the outside world doesn't really know what goes on in a show, preparing for a show, getting ready for it, you know, thinking about it, learning it, auditioning for it, then rehearsing it, and then doing it. It's really quite an amazing process, and one that I know you guys take not for granted, but you know it already. You've done it.
Right.
But the outside world doesn't really know it. So for you to let us come in and watch you and be a part of it is really something special. And so I really hope that lends itself towards people wanting to come see this. If you're in the tri-state area, come in, you guys. This is a great show with amazing, tremendous amounts of energy.
Absolutely, and we're so thankful to have you here and all of your followers and viewers.
Are you guys serving food on Thursday night?
There's food.
Are there any single ingredient foods on Thursday night, or do we have to eat before we come? It's all about me right
I think
now.
you're gonna have to eat before you come.
But I can give you like ice flavored water chips.
That's
I don't know if Jenna will allow that.
not flavored,
flavored
but
water
cut up
chips.
raw vegetables.
No, wait, are those your goldfish?
No.
Goldfish?
No,
Oh.
No, you cannot have goldfish.
Absolutely not.
There's very
We
little.
do a puree and whatnot. What's great is all the food here comes from the Lindemann restaurant right next door, and it's a full classic to contemporized cuisine, farm to table. The food's
Amazing.
really good. It's wonderful. And then there is full bar service here as well. The show is 18 and up, so if you are under the age of 21, you can still come in. Just make sure you have an ID, and you're going to get a nice big X on your hands. But anyone that's 21 and over, we serve full range adult cocktails and beverages.
Adult cocktails. We
We're
can't
not
have
allowed
those.
adult
Can't have
cocktails and beverages. Thank you, Jenna.
Seltzer.
It's so much fun working with Jenna.
Seltzer.
Club soda with some lime.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite drinks. But, you know, I just want to say one thing. You know, you were saying how intimate the process was in coming in. Well, you're definitely part of our family now. So
Thank you.
we want to thank you so much for spending your day with us. I mean,
Thank you.
We're all really, really happy to have you here. So thank you.
I really appreciate that. That, you know, this doesn't happen very often, that people get to really see what goes on, mainly because there's a big barrier between in the theater and outside, and so maybe we could be onto something here. But
Could be.
this is really exciting. So, and thanks to the three of you guys for letting us be here. To you as well. And
Yeah, can we give Jacob
For
a
very
shout out?
Jacob is
Where's Jacob?
No, this is wonderful. I'm happy to have you guys back.
thank you, Jacob, very, very much. So next stop will be Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Eventbrite.com. Tickets are still on sale. I would really recommend getting them ASAP before they do sell out. We expect to be sold out very, very quickly for all of our performances. So if you are coming to want to see all of our performers and see this amazingly unique show, rnrd.eventbrite.com. Tickets start at $35 and go on up. We have all different kinds of VIP packages and whatnot. Merchandise the evening of, rock music the whole night. If you come to opening night, you can see us and shake our hands and give us a high five.
And I'll be here.
Yeah, you
So there you go.
And I'll be
And
here.
Lance will be here as well. What have we done tonight?
And Connor. Come on, Connor.
I'm coming.
Beautiful, guys. Well, thanks so much. All the best to you. And knock 'em dead. Oh, I did it again. I said knock 'em dead.
Knock 'em dead, that's-
Yes, go team.
All right, where cameras are still live. One camera or two cameras still live here.
Hi.
Take pictures, individual pictures. Guys, before you go.
Well, we're so good. So that's
Yeah, we're getting individuals.
that's up to you.
Thanks, Jenna.
I don't even mind.
And then I'll
He says I never smile. That was
Thanks
great.
again.
Yeah. Thank you.
But actually, all of you together.
Oh, all together? Let's do that.
Also, yes.
Sure.
Let's do the individuals first since we started it.
Okay. How are you? Good.
Yes.
So we'll have to work out, obviously.
Like obviously.
We are. We will work out. Well, we can sit around and do a fake accent. That's what I can do.
Smile.
So I'm totally on with smiling now. I promise you. I'm going to smile every time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What else we missed?
Yeah, we're going to. He wants to do individual.
Pascal? Have you done?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Wow.
And you have great
Hey,
life.
hey.
So awesome.
Yes, lighting.
All right.
Excellent.
And then just do
Oops, sorry. You want to be surrounded by boys?
No. I'm usually surrounded by girls.
Girls on one side,
It's
guys
true.
on the other side.
She'd rather be surrounded by girls.
All right.
That's a good looking photo.
That works for some reason. I'm telling you, you're smiling some.
I know, somehow.
How'd that work out? All right.
Thanks,
Well,
you
actually,
guys.
while we're here, no, stay here. Let's get Harold and
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect.
I'm out there. Here comes the day. My mouth.
See, she can do it. I tried to do that the other day, and she told me I was not.
Well, a full pull up, you have to go all the way down and go all the way up. You can do that.
You can do it.
I know you can.
Anna.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
so
right.
not bad.
That's
Oh,
right.
Look at that.
Because she's a badass.
Yes.
And she gave us a
She
twist.
has her sister's
Hey,
playing.
Adrian, come on, let's see how many you can do.
We're counting now?
I want to
Pull
get.
up,
Come
sit
on,
up.
I want a one-hander. I want a one-hander.
Let's go. She's like,
Oh.
good.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
it's
Oh, with the split. Damn.
Toe. That's not.
Do that all day. And then you're
And
going to do
split.
it. All day long.
And
You know, you
split.
guys look like you could be sisters, believe it or not.
I know.
That's what I just said.
You just said
Oh,
that.
Brian, we're getting a
We're getting a photo,
We're actually
Brian.
related. We didn't know.
Can you take one on this one as well, mister?
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Mom and Dad's up here.
Come on, one more up. One more, Brian. We can do it. Yeah, there we go.
All right, smile, guys. And
All right, we're gonna do one more, and everyone's gonna do the what are they called?
Rocket.
The horns.
Rocket.
The horns.
all right. Good deal.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You guys
you
do
guys.
one, I stick my tongue out like this. Great.
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want it right now?
I'm at that guy, Harold Douglas.
Okay, perfect.
So let's do the closing segment.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.